Drake dropped the music video teaser for the song No Face, but he made some big mistakes. What up, words? Your boy Challz Brown back again, talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Gang, I try to be fair to Drake. I've been trying to be fair to both sides during this battle. I am a media, quote unquote, for lack of a better word, personality, and I have to report the news fair, correct? I would say that's a fair statement. And I have been trying to be fair. And I have been speaking out when it needs to be said when either side makes a mistake. And I believe I have been very vocal about how I feel about Drake's comeback tour, his comeback attempts, and what he's doing right and what he's doing wrong. And I have been extremely accurate when I said that Drake's career is in trouble. A lot of people did not believe me. A lot of people debated me in the comments and even on some of my platforms where we have the podcast. Some people for a few months contested that I said Drake's career was in serious jeopardy. And a lot of people online, Drake supporters, especially Academics TV, are continuously saying that Drake is the most streamed artist in the world, and they keep throwing up the numbers of his streams. Gang, this is like two things, and I'm gonna say it this way, and it's gonna sound a little harsh. For one, this is old music that's being streamed by Drake, not his new music. Second of all, and this is gonna sound harsh, when an artist dies, their streams go up. Just gonna be honest. When you say Drake is being the most streamed artist in the world right now, it's almost as if it's in post-mortem, because everybody wants to hear or flash back to the good old days. They want to hear those songs that they remember when the dude was still alive. Drake has been buried badly by Kendrick, and I'm going to speak on this because in this new video, the 1 minute and I believe 11 seconds visualizer for No Face, I said it the very night we watched it on my podcast, The What Show. We watched it all together, and I said, first of all, this was the only song out of the 100 gigs that I thought, it was two songs. The one with the Young Thug feature and this song. And I believe Cardi was on this song and he was taken off. But I say out of all of the songs I've heard, the No Face beat was the hardest song that he's made. I've always maintained that Drake to come back is going to need to drop his hard stuff first. We can't do the sing-songy melodic, I better find your lovin'. We can't do that right now. It's a war. You're trying to fight back. You're trying to get your integrity back. You're trying to get the streets back. But that's not going to happen at this point the way he's moving. I'm going to say Drake mistakes are very glaring and they're really bad. The dropping only on Instagram is a bad idea. I'm just going to be honest, because you're dropping on Instagram so that you don't get the full effects of the song not doing the numbers. You're dropping on Instagram to see what the comments are going to say. You're dropping on Instagram to say, well, it's just an Instagram drop. You can't really judge it. I'm just throwing it up, just throwing it out there like, you know, go grab it, da-da-da. And I really don't see a future in the constant marketing and trying to test the waters and see if they're going to bite. You're dipping your toe in, you're scarily seeing, okay, did they like this one? Did they like that one? How they feel about the third one? And you're dropping 100 gigs upon your head top and all these videos and da-da-da, and none of it's really making any real noise. Why? Two reasons. For one, the battle was really detrimental. Drake has not recovered from the battle, and you can see it. You can see it in his eyes. Every time you see a new picture, Drake looks tired. No matter what fresh outfit he has on, he looks like he just went through hell, and he looks defeated. I'm just going to be honest. He does not look confident. Even in this No Face video, their movements are stiff. They seem like they're doing it just in spite of everyone else. And I know right now the only people that are feeling Drake's new music and Drake's new videos are fans of Drake. Outside of fans of Drake, which we've seen now, Drake fans alone cannot carry or maintain Drake's career. I'm just going to be honest. Drake songs do not pop the top 100, let alone #1. He cannot do it alone. He needs other fans. And before the Kenny battle, he had other fans that were in the middle. They liked Kenny and they liked him both. Now that thing is split down the middle. If they like Kendrick, they do not like Drake. It has been decided. A lot of these people are not having it. They're not going to play the fence. They're not going to. This last 10 years, a lot of people kind of tolerated Drake if they were Kendrick fans, and they tolerated Kenny if they were Drake fans. They kind of liked them both, but if they were hardcore on one side or the other, and this battle dropped, they chose. And a lot of them chose, I'm not streaming this guy. I'm going to go look at it once just to write a comment and clown it, and that's the end of that. Drake can't go #1 off that. He needs repeat streams. He needs repeat good comments to make other people think that whatever he just dropped was good. That division is causing a real problem. Now, I'm just going to be honest. It's almost impossible for Drake to get back where he was. I said it months ago. He'll never be the same. He'll never be the same. But the way that he's going about it now is making it even worse, because it's obvious that he's not the same, because he's at odds with his label. He dropped the 3 songs on Instagram. The label came and made him take them down. So that right there showed you're not really the king we thought you were. You don't even control your own music. So that was a real bad look, right? After that, he puts up more music that doesn't really do much, and he doesn't put it on streaming services. And then he goes and does the Cartel song, which is cool. It's a cool record with the Mexican guys, which is a great record, right? For that genre. But it's not his genre. It's not his song. So we really aren't getting Drake releases. The only thing Drake could do, and which he's trying to do, is keep dropping, but nothing's sticking. He's trying too many things. He's dropping them all on Instagram, and it's not sticking because it's Instagram, for one. And for two, you're not reaching all of the streaming services and all of the fans that could be checking for you, right? You dropped the 3 songs the label forced him to drop. He dropped those 3. They almost went nowhere. I think one may have broke the 100, maybe, barely. You drop No Face, and now it's 2 months later. Now you drop visuals, but you only put the visuals on Instagram. Because why? Because no one can judge those numbers, really. If you drop it on YouTube and it flops, then they can say it flopped. So it's a very scary, touchy situation where Drake doesn't want to appear to have fallen. I'm going to be honest, Drake, you have fallen, and you have to move accordingly. I'm going to say one of the biggest mistakes in this video was trying to assemble the whole OVO with all the owl shirts, and that's only going to play well to a fan of OVO. I'm just going to be honest. 50 guys wearing OVO shirts in the mall, that's only going to play well to Drake fans. I'm just going to be honest. The beat is hard, right? The slow motion is working low-key. The black and white is working. But the OVO, 50 guys in OVO, half of them are standing around looking bored, right? They're not really into the song. They're driving 4-wheelers through the malls, and they're out there hanging out. This is why they say, or Kendrick was saying, where's the man? Because I only see the boy. I'm just going to be honest. Riding through the mall on 4-wheelers is not appealing to grown people. I'm just going to be honest. Just being honest. If you go read the comments, they're saying OVO's in the mall looking for teenage girls. It was a bad choice to film this video in the mall. It's not a flex. You're only appealing to younger minds in that situation. Me, I avoid the mall. Me and most grown people, it's not a flex to go into the mall. I'm just being honest. So filming a video in the mall, shutting down the mall, is only going to appeal to a small demographic of people. Rap is changing. Things are getting different. Lyricists are back. Lyricism is back. Opening up and being real is back. Look around. Just look around. What people are propping up are, look on your Instagram. Look at what they're propping up right now. Spitters, people that are spitting. Yo, look at this, look at that. They're propping up spitters right now. They're finding these spitters all over the globe, all over the United States, and they're pointing them out. Female and male. People that are saying something, that are projecting the craft itself. What's getting tired is the over-the-top flexing, the over-the-top, I'm the biggest thing in this game and no one's bigger. That's cool to a degree, but people are not going to listen to that too much longer. Not at a high level, not at the level that Drake is used to, accustomed to. So what Drake is going to have to do is figure out, yo, my lane should be my truths. And if your truth is shutting down the mall and riding past the stores on ATVs and having flags out the window and dudes is bugging out, just screaming and going flop, 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 all this stuff, if that's your truth, you may need to rethink your life. I'm just being honest. Mistakes are being made musically. This had the potential to be a dope record, but what happened was when most people look at this, and it's not just me, look at the comments. Look at the comments. It's crazy. Not just on my stuff or anybody that has these videos. It's extremely, they're saying everything but good things. Only people are saying good things are Drake's fans. Other than that, which I told you, you can't maintain a career just off your own fans. It doesn't work like that. Not at a pop level. The mistakes are being made in this video. I believe releasing it just to Instagram alone is a huge mistake. It is showing a weakness. It is showing a fear. If you're going to drop it. You're putting way too much on one video. You should already, I'm going to be honest, it should be, if you're going to keep, most people telling Drake to fall back, chill out for 6 months, which would probably be a good thing for him to consider. Because he's forcing this stuff now. He's not even letting people get over the battle. Right? And I'm one of the people that said, listen, if you're going to still make music and try to fight through this, you got to keep making, you got to make some hard records. He made a hard record and then put the videos only on Instagram. That's a mistake. Release it so the whole world can see it. If I don't follow you on Instagram, I'm never seeing this video. I only knew it existed because people recorded it and put it on Twitter for him. He didn't do it, they did it. Other people are trying to move this machine further than Drake is. If you're not going to fall back for 6 to 8 months and do nothing and you're going to keep dropping, you got to really drop. You can't let us keep focusing on the flops. You need to have 10 records. Drake should literally drop an album. If you're going to drop, put that album out on all services. Let it do whatever. Then drop another one. If you keep doing 1 or 2 drops on Instagram and then waiting to see what happens, what's going to happen is they're going to clown you like they're doing. You're putting too much on little stuff. And the little stuff you're doing is not effective. You either need to fall in or fall out. This whole thing, this martyr, everybody came against me, that shit is over. Stop all that. Start your features again. Do your run. Do what you do. Get with the rappers that want to rock with you. I don't think, and this is just, I'm going to say this in all honesty, I don't think 40 grown men in the mall wearing the same hoodie is a good look. I'm just being honest. It sounds good, but it's not a good look when you're trying to bounce back from people saying you're childish and corny. You need to actually listen to some of this criticism, change up some of this stuff. It needs to be 3 records in a row where you're really saying something. It has to be. It's no way around it. You're not going to get back in the game if you're trying to flex your way back in. People don't care about chains and being in the mall buying watches. That's not going to get you where you need to be. I think Drake may be plugged out of what's going on right now. Tyler, the Creator, just dropped. He did numbers that we have not seen. He's doing numbers that we have not seen. Why? First of all, he's not in no beef with nobody. That's the first thing. And he hasn't made enemies all over the freaking globe. Everybody loved Tyler. Even the people that don't really like him, they don't hate him. What Drake needs to do is stop trying to prove in this music that he's the big Don Dada and just make some good records, bro. Your records don't gotta be, this is what's turning people off. Every record gotta be reminding us that you're the big man. I'm bigger than you. I'm bigger than him. I'm bigger. I'm better. We got more money. We got, dog, that's not what people want to hear no more. Not from you. Because they know that there's a boogeyman in the corner waiting for you to say something crazy. Like this, hi. Right? They know that the minute you get too frisky and say something slick, they know that the boogeyman is coming right out of that darkness to shut it down again. So what we need to do, if you're going to actually compete in this business, is stop trying to compete and just make some music. Make some music that don't have no, you're not trying to remind us that you got all these slaps, and just make something, make a slap now. Just do some music. Regular people music, bro. Regular people music, gang. That's it. Just make something good. That's it. So make some good music. Just keep dropping it. And people will slowly start to forget about the battle. You're reminding the battle every time you try to show this force. You're trying to show, what do you say? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like him when he acting tough. You're on there doing showing guns and gun fingers and this and that. And you're showing your whole crew with tough, which is cool if you're like a new rapper trying to come up, or you're a tough ass rapper that does this all the time. I don't think Drake goes around every day like Jim Jones, 30, 40 deep, looking for what's up. I don't think so. And if you should, and if you are doing that, I think you should stop. I think Drake needs to get into a lane of Drake, not this guy that he's showing us in this particular video. You can make a dope ass, hard ass rap record without trying to be hard. It could just be that it's so good it's hard. The rhymes are just that good that it's hard. Not trying to tell everybody that everybody's getting shot, that fading on me. That's not what we're looking for. Just make some dope raps over some dope beats. You ain't got to rent out the whole mall, popping wheelies and this. You ain't got to do that. You're the biggest artist in the world. You don't need anybody in your video, to be honest with you. It was almost, and I'm trying to be fair, it was almost an amateur move to put all these guys in the video. Half of them are just standing there, just looking, trying to figure out what to do. So I'm going to leave it at this. Drake, just make some good music. Don't try to overwhelm us with your past, telling us how big you were and are. That's not going to get you where you need to be. All right? I'm going to catch you on the flip side. CLBMG. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.